Hello everybody, what is up? I'm Julia, friends call me J-Rock. Thank you for stopping by Tumbleweed Logic and Happy New Year. Happy 2018 to you and your family. 2017 kind of flew by, it seems like, but hey, we made it. We're here at 2018. But before we can fully close the book on 2017, we've got to take a quick look back at some of the dope sneakers that dropped during the year. I mean, 2017 was such a major year for sneakers. Particularly for Nike and Jordan brand, there were so many dope shoes that dropped all year. And I was like, I can't close the year out without looking back at some of my favorites. I did make a video earlier in 2017, kind of looking at some of my favorites from the first half of the year. It's somewhere up here, you can check it out. So I'm not gonna do a whole full year look. I'm just gonna take a few of my favorites from the second half of the year. So without further ado, let's get into my top 5 sneakers for 2017, part 2. Number 5, the Win Like 96 Jordan 11s, the All Red 11s, the Christmas 11s, the Carmelo wannabes, whatever it is that you've been calling them, they have got to be one of the dopest pairs of sneakers to drop in 2017. I know that there were some people who were on the fence about the shoe because it is an all red sneaker, but the fact is, a shoe like this, you don't even have to do much to it to make it pop. You can wear all black and you can just put on these red 11s and your outfit makes a statement. You could throw on your red and black fitted, whatever it is, whatever your style is, you can definitely make these shoes pop. And for me, red is just one of my favorite colors, so yeah. And there's also obviously the history behind it because of the winning season for the Bulls. They had 72 wins, and I think they went on to win their 4th championship in 96, so they've got the sentimental aspect. But for me, just looking at this shoe and the simplicity of it, the fact that red is one of my favorite colors, and it's just so clean. I mean, gosh, just look at it. Number 4, I was gonna make this list all about Jordans to kind of match my video from earlier in the year, but I've got to sneak in an Air Force One Low into this list. I hope that you guys don't mind. It's the Air Force One Low Rockefeller. This shoe dropped originally at Complex Con, and then it dropped later in November, and it dropped as a wider release on sneakers and at other retailers. Now, I had to add these shoes to the list because I'm a Brooklyn girl, Jay-Z is my favorite MC, and the shoe itself has so much history, and they're just clean. Growing up in Brooklyn, we had to have a fresh white pair of ups every single summer, and these shoes are representative of that for me as well. I was fortunate enough to be able to pick these up at Complex Con. I was pushed and shoved around on the Nike line to be able to get these shoes, and they're just so dope. Very simple. It's just got the Rockefeller logo inside and outside the shoe, and again, it's representative of Brooklyn, the culture, you know, what Rockefeller represents. Just an all-around dope shoe. Number 3, the satin Royal Ones. Now, the Royal Ones themselves were dope, but then Nike took it to the next level with creating a satin version of these. Now, anyone who was able to get their hands on them when they first dropped, they were able to sell them for crazy resale, but everybody was thirsting to get a pair of these. I actually had the chance to wear my pair of satin ones to Complex Con, and even though they had come out several months before, I still got stopped by I don't even know how many people who were checking out my shoes. These shoes will still turn heads no matter where you wear them, no matter what time of year you wear them, these shoes will still turn heads. So I had to make sure that they came in on my list. Number 2, the gold top 3 Jordan 1 collab between Union Los Angeles and Jordan brand. If this wasn't one of the craziest releases of 2017, I don't know what was. These dropped initially at Complex Con in early November, similar to the Rockefeller Air Force One Lows, and then they re-released again, I think later in November or at the beginning of December. If you watch my Complex Con pickup video, you know I was able to get my hands on these as well, and it wasn't an easy cop by any stretch of the imagination. I did have a little help from the guy at the Union Los Angeles booth. I still appreciate you, sir. People were waiting in line for like 6 hours. People waited in line for the whole day to try to get their hands on these shoes and didn't get them the first day. Some people didn't get them at all. And then resell on the shoe right after Complex Con, I think it was about $1,000, $800 people were willing to pay for the shoe that only cost $170. But looking at the shoe, you can kind of see why. The different take on the top 3 colorway with the black and the white and the gold, and then the patent leather taking it up even another notch. It was just a crazy, crazy shoe. When I first opened the box with my pair and I looked at them, I'm like, man, these shoes are too pretty. I don't even know if anybody's gonna wanna wear these because of just how dope they were. So definitely had to be number 2 on the list. And now for the number 1 sneaker. Are you ready? Are you sure you're ready? How ready are you on a scale of 1 to 10? All right, let me stop playing with you guys. The number 1 sneaker is the Off-White Jordan 1. But you guys probably already knew that. This sneaker was like the ungettable get this year. It reached pretty much holy grail status. From the time Nike released the list of the 10, which are the 10 sneakers that were designed in collaboration with Virgil Abloh for Off-White, everyone was focused on trying to get their hands on this Jordan 1. They liked the Vapor Max and the Blazer and the Air Max, but everybody was like, yo, this Jordan 1 is a must. Like, it's a must cop. Unfortunately though, most people didn't have the chance to cop the shoes. The drops, you know, I think they dropped them in sneakers at one point and they released them at certain locations, and people just weren't able to get their hands on this sneaker. I ain't gonna lie, the closest I got to the sneaker was seeing it on the internet. But the shoe itself was so crazy, the red, white, and black. And then of course it's got the Off-White branding from Virgil Abloh with the air on the bottom and the quotation. But the shoe is definitely clean. You know, I wasn't paying the $1 million in resale, but it's definitely a shoe that if you were able to cop it for retail, that is definitely something to keep in the arsenal and stun on your friends, because that shoe, absolutely nuts, bananas, crazy. So that is it for my list of the top 5 sneakers for the second half of 2017. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think my list is trash? Do you think I missed something? Do you think my list is dope? Let me know what you think. Put some comments below. Show me a little bit of love. And until next time, I want you guys to laugh hard, love hard, dream big. You know, all the best for 2018. It's about to be real lit. Stay tuned to the videos that are coming up because I've got so much in store for the channel. But until then, this is J Rock out.